Good day, everybody. This is Earthly Stewardship over here. I hope everybody's having a glorious day. Today, we're going to be making some compost extract. All right, thanks. 5-gallon bucket, fill it up to about 3/4 of the way. And then we're going to wait for the water to reach ambient temperature. Once I have my 5-gallon bucket, it's filled up 3/4 of the way. The water has reached ambient temperature. So right now we're sitting at about 82 degrees, which is pretty comfortable. You know, microbial colonies, they'll be happy, they'll be satisfied. You know, they're a lot like us. You know, if we're at the beach and suddenly we just get splashed or a wave taken over us with extremely cold water, then you're gonna shrivel up. You're gonna go, that doesn't feel good. So same thing with the microbes. They want the water to be warm. So the caveat with the cold water is that it'll take longer for the microbial communities to reproduce, and many times if the water's super cold, it would shock them and it would cause them to actually go into their dormant stage, or they might die. So something to consider when you are using water. Also, I have well water, and I get my water tested, and I know that it's a good medium for my extract. And so if you're on city water, you might want to add some 2 drops of humic acid per gallon. And if that's to get rid of the chloramine. I know people say that, oh, you can just let it off gas, you know, the chlorine off gas. Well, chloramine does not off gas, which is inside of local municipal water lines. So you'll need to complex those in the structure of the humic acids. I'll put up more information about that if y'all are interested. But in the meantime, I got my bucket, I got my water. I'm going to do this archaic, old-style version of compost extract. And today I'm pretty excited. It's called Grozome. It's a compost that kind of meets the certain qualifications to be biologically complete. That looks to be about 135 micrograms of bacteria and fungi per gram of soil. So and then you got to have your higher trophic level organisms in there, like your protozoa and your nematodes. That's going to complete that soil food web to make sure that you're having that nutrient cycling taking place. And today I'm testing out this product, Grozome, by if you want more information about it, you can check out Farmer Everest. Big shout out to Farmer Everest for letting me test out this product. And also, if you want to test it out for yourself, there's a link in the bio. Feel free to check that out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am now ready. Can you believe it? So, quick thing about these mesh bags here. First of all, sometimes they're bleached, and sometimes they have the manufacturing oil. Sometimes they have just things that don't do well with certain sensitive organisms, and so you'll want to be careful. Maybe wash them out, rinse them. Another thing is, the mesh bag I'll be using today is a little large for this application, the 5-gallon bucket, but the mesh size is very important. This is 400 micron mesh size. It is large enough, the pore space is large enough to let the smallest bacterium roll through. You know, typically bacteria, you have around 1 to 5 micrometers. And then the larger ones, you get up into the 20 to 35 micrometers, which would be like your protozoas, your nematodes, and the pore space allows them to go through your fulvic acids, your omic acids, your humics, all go in there, but also keeping all the stuff that you don't want when you're pouring out, so like the organic matter and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up. 5-pound bag. I'm going to take a few handfuls. This is going to be a guesstimation. I'm not going to be super critical for what I'm trying to do right now. I can, if I was doing a plot of land that wasn't mine and I needed to show some data to show that my work. But right now, I'm gonna do about 1 to 2 pounds in this bag. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start grabbing and putting it in the bag. Some indicators that I can tell that this is a decent compost is that the bulk density is there. The bulk density. I can smell it. The smell is not putrid. The smell is, it smells like old forest. And that's what you want. If you have compost that's coming to you steaming, if it's when you squeeze it, you see how it holds together, but also slightly breaks apart. That means that there's structure there. There's organisms producing enzymes. They're producing organic acids and the alkaline glues that create pore space and allow water and air to infiltrate, which is the soil structure that allow your roots to infiltrate. And there's all sorts of goodness that goes along with that. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll meet you on the other side. All right, so I got the compost, the Grozome product, inside this bag. You can see it. Let's go ahead and zip it up. Now we're going to go to our 5-gallon bucket. 5-gallon bucket. Now we're going to just go ahead and slip it on in there. And so I'm kind of just waving it in there, almost like a tea bag. You know, you're gonna let the water infiltrate, let it break up those aggregates, and then once I feel like I've done it good enough to where that's going to be sufficient, I'm going to go ahead and massage. Now, so sticking my hands in there. So this is the motion that I'm looking for. I'm breaking up small aggregates. I'm not being aggressive. I'm massaging. I'm moving it around. Kind of like if you have a knot in your shoulder or in your leg. You know, I mean, sometimes some people like it a little rough, but not for these guys. These are microbiology. You don't want to be tearing them up. You want it methodical, right? The idea is to get those humics, those fulvics. You want the organisms off the structure of the organic matter, the sands, the silts, the clays. However you built your compost, you want to extract them off of those parent materials. So you're flipping it around, moving it around. You're not scrubbing. Don't do any of this. You know, there's no point in doing that. So I'm going to do this for probably another three or so minutes, and I'll meet you on the other side. So I'm finished up now, and now I'm ready for my applicator method. Super technical here. As you can see, the spigot. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's as simple as that. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my, oh my gosh, look at that. You can see the humic acids in there. You can tell that there was actual extraction of metabolized organic matter. So that's going to be really good for your plants, and the organisms that are in there extracted off that parent material, the sands, the silts, the clays, the rocks, the pebbles, the organic matter, going to go in here, and then I will use it to apply to my plants, and we'll do that next. Pour it on in there. That's me and cucumber bed that I will be applying the compost extract that is biologically complete. So this can be used as a soil injection or a soil drench. So I'm looking to get all around that rhizosphere, which is approximately from the stem 3 to 7 inches, depending on what you're working with. Obviously, these are some seed starts that have barely started, so we're good to go on that one. Yep. Thanks for coming out and checking out the channel. Earthly Stewardship, quick little intro on compost extract application. It's a quick, easy, and methodical way of increasing your yields, getting the biology into the dirt. Or if y'all have been working on your dirt, it might be soil. Dirt or soil? Which one do you have? That's the question. And getting the biology in there is the best way to actually call your dirt soil. If you look at the great father of soil, Hans Jenny, he classifies it as a mixture of sand, silt, clay, rocks, pebbles, organic matter, and a specific biological requirement in order to complete the actions that cultivate yields, productivity in your plants, your crops. So thanks for coming out. I'll talk to you more. Thanks.